Dragon Ball superhero has a huge problem. If you guys can please like and subscribe for more anime, manga, and in general fictional content. I'll be trying to upload every 2 days. If something happens, that means I got busy in my real life. With that, I hope you enjoy.
今度は僕の番だ。
Before I begin, I would like to clarify that I'm focusing on the movie only. I don't want to argue the manga because they have two different representations for the story. Even though there are issues with the manga, it does a lot of things right compared to the movie. That's why I wouldn't be surprised if we see a reanimated version of both Super Broly and Super Hero when the anime gets a new season. Superhero has great ideas, but the execution is flawed. Some of its strongest moments occur when Gohan isn't on screen. The main issue is that Gohan is the secondary main character in this film. This film was originally supposed to be a Piccolo film only, early on in development, but some of the editorial works changed it to a Piccolo and Gohan, while Toriyama just wanted it to be Piccolo. All the Piccolo moments were great. Seeing his character thrive without Goku and Vegeta as he works to protect Gohan and his family was fantastic. It was also great to see Piccolo warning Gohan about his training early on. The first instance we see Gohan was when Piccolo mentioned that he hasn't kept up with his training, as he punched Gohan wide open. Initially, this would be fine, but in Super had already said that something special was coming for Gohan in the future. We later learned that it's the form Beast Gohan, but we didn't know that at the time. Throughout Super, Gohan's character had been about earning his own transformations through training. In Z, Gohan unlocked new forms through rage and his hidden potential, which made sense at that time. However, Super changed this approach. We learned that Gohan was trying to achieve a new form through his own power as part of his character development, especially after the Resurrection F arc, where he was one-shotted by Frieza. We learned that Goku and Vegeta couldn't always protect the Earth. Yet in the beginning of Superhero, Gohan says that there will be no danger as long as Goku and Vegeta are around. This feels like a regression in his character. On the other hand, Piccolo was the strongest point of the film. His development showed that he couldn't rely on Goku and Vegeta anymore. It was fantastic. Throughout Z, Piccolo had been a rival to the Saiyans, except during the Buu Saga. Akira Toriyama essentially corrected his mistake from the Buu Saga, where Piccolo became a non-factor from fighting on par with Super Saiyans to becoming weak. Super fixed that by giving Piccolo a significant power boost, which made him equal to Goku and Vegeta. His transformation is called Orange Piccolo. While I'm not entirely fond of Shenron being the source of the power-up, it's still better than how Beast Gohan was handled. Moreover, since Kami was the original creator of Shenron, it makes sense that Shenron would be the one to power Piccolo up. Biggest issue with the film, however, is Gohan. The recycling of his character undermines all the development he had in Super. We learned that Gohan wanted to unlock the power on his own through training, but that was ruined for the need of nostalgia. When Beast Gohan transformed, he looks nearly identical to Super Saiyan 2 Gohan from the Cell arc, with only slight changes in hair and eye color. This transformation doesn't develop Gohan's character at all. If anything, it just repeats past character beats. While it makes sense for Gohan to be a warrior who wants to protect his family, the fact that his transformation occurs because Piccolo is in danger rather than something connected to Gohan's motivation of his daughter, Pan, earlier in the film, further ruins his character. If he unlocked Beast with Pan in danger, I would understand it more. And while yes, he cares for Piccolo, he should care for his daughter more, even if it undermines his past development that he was having in Dragon Ball Super. But this just further ruins his character. I don't hate the idea of a white-haired, red-eyed form. It loses impact due to a fact that it's too much like Super Saiyan 2. A slight change of hairstyle could have made this transformation work better. There are ways to fix it, but I'll discuss that another time. My main issue with Beast Gone is the narrative implication than the design. There are still positives to the film. The Gammas were fun and well developed characters, and Gamma 2's sacrifice at the end of the film added emotional weight to the story. Let's not forget, Goku and Vegeta's fight was glorious throughout the film. However, the movie also gave us two major disappointments: Gohan and Cell Max. Cell Max, as an uncontrollable beast, just felt annoying, especially when compared to the original Cell from Z. This felt like another case of nostalgia bait, just like Beast Gohan. The problem is that this film could have been fantastic for both Gohan and Piccolo, but because of the heavy nostalgia, it recycled Gohan's character and turned Cell into an uncontrollable monster, bringing back a sort of Cell Art feel. Then there's other characters like Dr. Hedo and Magenta who didn't add much to the story and were pretty uninteresting, to be honest. It just mainly served as the revival to the Red Ribbon Army and that they're a threat. Overall, narratively, the film could have been done much better. The manga addresses some of these issues, but Beast Gohan still doesn't work there either. A form that was supposed to be something Gohan's earned on his own was ruined by the need for nostalgia. While it's better than some other Dragon Ball films, all of the Z films, it's worse than Super Broly. It still has a lot of problems. This form, which had potential to be great, was wasted, and that's the main issue with Dragon Ball Superhero. While they are great characters, the film faltered by recycling of Gohan's character and turning Cell into a mindless monster. Ultimately, the movie will fall short of its potential. The transformation sequence was very nostalgic as it used the line that Beast Gohan had in the film to make him transform into Beast Gohan. It was just a copy of the Cell art. The only thing that was different was that Piccolo was doing in the fight. There were also a couple statements which I didn't like at all. The first was that the Gamers were equal to MUI Goku at that time. This is kind of terrifying because that would mean Ultimate Gohan is stronger than MUI, and that would also mean that Krillin is stronger than MUI because he hurt Cell Max, who was just beating the crap out of the Gamers. It is kind of dumb in that perspective as well, in the power scaling perspective. Both narrative and power scaling parts of this film were flawed. If they go and reanimate this movie, it could be amazing. But at this current time, I cannot enjoy Beast Gohan because of how it was unlocked. And while I don't hate the Ray Jam, I just don't like you're writing something in from the beginning of Super throughout after the ROF saga throughout TOP, making Gohan a significant character, and then throw that away because you want to make this nostalgia baited transformation in Beast Gohan. Throughout the whole sequence, it was just like he turned Super Saiyan 2. The only thing different was the song. The song was completely different. Outside of that, everything else was the exact same. It's nostalgia bait. Super has a very fair criticism and trying to bring back a lot of nostalgia for fans to enjoy. And while, yes, it's true, you can also make it good. I think Broly is a fantastic way you make nostalgia come back by making him a brand new character who is able to compete with Goku and Vegeta because he's a freak. He's a genetic freak. And while his power scaling is crazy as well. At least you still keep the top tiers with the top tiers. You don't make it, oh, Krillin is relative or Fat Gotenks is relative to MUI because, he was able to hurt Cell Max's dome, which is his weak spot, and none of the games are able to do that. It's just a perspective thing that they need to fix. In all, the film is very enjoyable. There are a lot of highlights. Piccolo, the Gammas. I even like Pan in this film. But there's a lot of moments that I'm like, why would you add that? Including Gohan and Cell Max. It was great ideas with terrible execution. And I hope the next Dragon Ball film doesn't have the same problem. Oh, and before I go, I think Beast Gohan can be fixed by Daima if they describe something with a demon realm in Piccolo and how he's able to give that to Gohan in his form. Anyways, I'll see y'all next time.